my live, guys. Welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome back to Dinners from Around the World with me, Chef Walker Barrett. Welcome and happy Sunday to all of you. If you are new to our live, welcome to the Next in Food family. Welcome to Dinners from Around the World. And if you are returning, welcome back. We're a lot late this evening, but it happens. We are going to be making a very simple dinner, and it is pork, pop choy, and ramen. So basically, it's a one pot. I have everything prepped, so we're just gonna dive right into that. But for dessert, we are going to be making a lemon tart. So stick around if you want to see how to make a lemon tart. So for our lemon tart, these are the ingredients we will be needing. We need lemons, eggs as a binder, a little butter to add some fat, and of course, condensed milk. We're going to be using condensed milk in our lemon tart tonight. And of course, we need something to bake the tart on. So we are using a graham cracker shell. I just mold it in my tart pan, bake it for 10 minutes, and this is what we're going to pour the lemon batter on. So stick around if you want to see how that is done.
Deborah says hi, Simi.
Hi, Debs. Okay, so lemons, they are sour, but not as sour as limes. Lemons have lots of oil and lots of flavor in their peel. So what I'm doing is just taking the lemon rind off, which is the same as the peel. And we're going to add that to our tart to give it a more pronounced lemon flavor. So guys, if you are watching on YouTube, welcome. And if you are watching on Instagram, welcome. And on Facebook, welcome. So we want lots and lots of lemon peel in here. So I've gone ahead and I'm using 4 lemon. I want roughly half cup of lemon juice. I'm not sure how much I'll get, but so we're going to start with 4 lemons and see if we can reach our target of half cup of lemon juice. But we are using the zest of the 4 lemon because we want a big bold lemon flavor. So this is what that is. So if we're going to be measuring this, it will be about 1/4 cup of lemon zest or 4 tablespoons. That's all it is.
AMK says hello, I was patiently waiting on you to go live.
Oh, who?
AMK.
AMK, thank you so much for waiting.
West Chelsea says good evening, Chef and family.
Hey Chelsea, good evening, welcome back.
Jerry and Williams says happy Sunday, Chef and family. Thank you for sharing another special family time with us.
Thank you for tuning in. So,
Entree.
hold it. So we're going to be cutting our lemons, and I'm just going to juice it right into my measuring cup. Go ahead.
Andreen says hello, will there be a river dining on February 18th?
No, Andreen, February 19, not February 18.
Karen McPherson says hello.
Hi, Karen. So,
Darren is watching from Colombia.
welcome. Ooh. Look what just happened, guys. I'm so strong. I break my lemon zest up, juice up. Hold on, let's grab another one.
Moria says good evening. Chocolate says happy Sunday. Lascal Campbell says good evening, Chef. I miss seeing you when I come to Jamaica.
Good evening.
On Facebook, Robin Murray. Hi, Miss Walker.
Hi, Robin. Welcome. Okay, so we want half cup of lemon juice. Let's see how many lemons will yield half cup. Okay, so far we have enough. Let's put some more. I like to use the lemon juice directly over the measuring cup. That minimizes how many utensils are dirty for this live or for this dinner. All right, we're almost there. Okay, here we go. So we're good. We have our half cup of lemon juice. Just put that over here. Put it out the way. Put this out the way. And we are going to clean up. So we have our lemon juice ready. Our lemon zest is also ready. Now, let's clean this up. Put this cutting board out the way. All right. In this container, we are going to be adding the yolk of 2 eggs and 2 whole eggs. So let's just break our eggs directly into the pan. And then we are going to now separate 2 eggs. So we don't want the whites, we just want the yolk. So just crack it, pour off the whites in a separate container. Maybe add the yolks to the party. Again, we crack.
Robin Murray, I love your dressing song.
Thank you, Robin. Okay, so now we have 2 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. That go off to the side. Now to this, we are going to be adding condensed milk. So I just wanted to show you another simple way of using condensed milk. Alright, so this can here, it is a 392 gram, about 8 or 10 ounces that, I'm not sure. But usually for this recipe, I just use a whole can of condensed milk. So we're just gonna open the can, stick that right there, and we pour the milk directly onto the eggs. This is a very easy dessert. So we're getting the sweetness from the condensed milk. We're getting the starch that is in the condensed milk as a secondary binder. And of course, I feel like condensed milk and lemon just go so well together. So here goes 1 can of condensed milk in, and then we're going to take our whisk and whisk all of that together.
Robin Murray, what is the lemon zest for?
The lemon zest is just to add a more pronounced lemon flavor, that's all.
Black man says, whoa.
Hi, Black man. Okay, whenever I bake, I like to add a little salt to just bring the flavors together. So I'm adding 2 pinches of salt. Alright, so this is egg and condensed milk. The primary focus for the eggs tonight is to set everything in the baking process. We're adding 2 tablespoons of melted butter. The butter just adds some flavor to this. And then now we're going to be adding our half cup of lemon juice. And our dessert is coming together nicely. And finally, we're adding our lemon zest because we want this to be very strong tasting of lemon. And voila, this is our lemon tart filling. So for the shell tonight, I'm using cookies. The type of cookies I'm using are ginger and regular, whatever cookie that was in my cupboard is what I'm using. But if you want to make this, you can use, for those of you who are watching and you're Jamaican, you could use Shirley biscuit, tea biscuit, any sweet, you know, we call everything biscuit. Any sweet biscuit that you like, or you can use your favorite store-bought cookies, crush them with a bottle, add some melted butter, and then mold them in your pan, and it should look like that. I bake them. After I mold it in the pan, I put it in my oven at 350 and let it bake for 10 minutes just to set. It's nice and set. So, time to...
Robin Murray, is that a custard?
Yes, Robin, that's exactly what it is. Anytime you add egg with milk, you're really going into the custard realm. And you see how I know my tart pan? I know 1 can of condensed milk, 2 egg yolks, 2 whole eggs, half cup of lemon juice, and of course 1/4 cup of lemon zest is what I need to fill up my tart pan. And this is a 9-inch tart pan. So my oven is going to be set at 300 because we want to bake it low and slow. So the oven is at 300 and we're going to bake it for 25 minutes until this is nice and set. Take a look. This is what it looks like. Next time you see it, it's going to be done and ready to eat. Okay, so in the oven, very carefully, it goes. Lemon tart is in. So now guys, we're gonna clean away all of this because we're done with dessert. And we're gonna start prepping for our entree. So for our entree, we need pak choy, 1 serving of vegetables, or vegetable. We also going to need some other stuff. So I promise you ramen. So we're doing ramen, and this is, you know, the regular cheap ramen we're using as our noodles tonight. So we have the ramen. This is already cooked. I cooked it for like a minute and cooled it down and put a little oil on it. We have some scallion and some onion and some sweet pepper. Those are what we're going to be adding to our dish. We also have the Trinity. We have some chopped garlic and chopped, what's this? Ginger. And of course, together, this is the Trinity of Chinese cooking. Some scallions, some ginger, and garlic. So that goes right here. We have some oil. We're going to put the oil in the pot. Okay, just to minimize how much things we have on the space. And then finally, some mushroom soy sauce. And I have 2 pork tenderloin. Some people refer to it as pork fillet. Same thing. It cooks up quickly just like chicken breasts. I gone ahead and I cut them in about 1/8 of an inch thick pieces. This is what it looks like. Now if you're not into eating pork, you can use chicken or shrimp, okay? Or if you're not into eating meat, you can just leave the meat out. So this is what the pork looks like. I season it very, very simply with just a toops of black pepper and a teaspoon of cornstarch. The purpose for the cornstarch is to thicken up the juices as we try to stir fry this pork tonight.
Robin Murray, you have a garlic kitchen as well.
Thank you, Robin. So those are our ingredients. So we have 1 ingredient to prep. But before we prep our pak choy, this is my stir fry sauce. In this container, I have 1/4 cup of water, 1/2 teaspoon of cornstarch, Cornstarch is going to just thicken up all the juices when we put it into the pot. The cornstarch is always a thickener. It helps to just thicken up everything and just give the finished dish a nice look, especially when you're doing this kind of, Chinese inspired dish. We also have a tablespoon of oyster sauce and a teaspoon of sugar. So water, oyster sauce, sugar, cornstarch, and because I like everything spicy, I added some chili oil. That's what is floating on top right here. So this is our stir-fry sauce, and later on, we're adding in some mushroom soy sauce. Stir-fry sauce, everyone. So we're gonna put that out the way.
Candy says not fair.
Hey, Belle. So for our pak choy, we're going to cut everything, in a reasonable size so that it cooks in quickly. So let me just grab a container.
Sweet Lip says good night.
Good night.
Kendira and Mosiah checking in from St. Andrew.
Hey, Messiah. Hello from Auntie.
Alpina says hi. Nice
Hi.
recipe.
Thank you. So I'm separating the white parts from the green parts. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut them on an angle like so, about 1/4 of an inch thick. Now, most vegetables, leafy vegetables, are filled with water, and that is why you need a little cornstarch when you're doing this type of dish to thicken up the juices that's going to come out of the meat and also the vegetables.
Chef Nemard, Happy New Year to you and your family. My first time tuning in for this.
Hi, Shafee. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Karen Morgan, good night. I'm late, but I'm here very tired from my birthday party last night.
Happy belated birthday, Karen, and welcome. Guys, I plan to put some carrots in here, and I totally forget about the carrots. So we're going to just move along without it. Okay, so we have the green parts cut, the white parts cut up. Now we are going to cut the green parts up as well. They
Karen Morgan,
both
thank
cook
you.
at the same time, I find. They don't really take long to cook. Okay, so we're gonna just stop them. So because the leaves are so big, I like to cut the leaves in smaller pieces, then stack it up and just cut it at an angle just like I did the white parts. And pak choy are usually very, very affordable. I mean, when you buy it in the market, it's so much more affordable than when you buy it in the supermarket. But either ways, it's a vegetable, so it really doesn't matter the price. It's good for you. And you see how much it is? And when we put it in the pot, it's going to just shrink all the way down. So, tonight for the 4 of us, we're using 8 ounces of protein, 1 pound of pak choy, and of course 1 pound of ramen. That's what we're going to be dividing for the 4 of us. So if you want to make this dinner, go right ahead. 1 pound of your favorite veggie. We're using pak choy. We're using 1 onion, and I'm using red onion because that's what I have. We're using half of a bell pepper, and of course about 2 stalks of scallion chopped. Those are going to be adding some lovely flavors to our stir fry. We're done with these, so let's move them out the way.
Robin Murray, Ms. Walker, have you ever thought of going on the Food Network?
No, Robin, I have never but who knows where the journey is going to take me. So let's bring the pot to center stage. And now we are going to kind of line them up so I don't have to be stretching over the pot. So we're going to put some of them to the side. So the aromatic vegetables, these are vegetables. Onions are vegetables, so we call them aromatic vegetables because they add flavor. Sweet pepper is also an aromatic vegetable. Uh, Garlic is more like a vegetable meat spice. But ginger is definitely a spice. I feel like garlic is a herb. Yeah, garlic is a herb and scallion is a herb. So, and then our starch is our ramen noodles that we boil ahead of time. The ramen, they cook very easily, very quickly, so do not overcook them. My tip is bring the water to a boil, add your ramen noodles in, count to 20 slow, and take them out, cool them down immediately, put a little bit of oil on them. The purpose of cooling them down is to stop the cooking. So, we are going to stir fry our pork. So, my pan has been on for a while. We're just going to add the pork in. Spread it out into the pot and let the cooking take place. Alright, so while we wait on the pork to cook, I have nothing to do because this dinner is so easy. So easy. So I just have to wait, guys. Oh, I want to take the time, for those of you who are watching, and you may have missed it, we are going to be having a river dining experience on Valentine's Day. So if you have a Valentine or if you just want to treat yourself, the reservation link to eat with us on Valentine's Day is currently open in the bio. If you're watching on Street Food Saturdays Instagram page, and the menu with the prices for the dishes that will be served on Valentine's Day is also attached. Now, check out the menu and make your reservation before the link closes. The link will close when it reaches the guest limit for the dining experience. We also are taking reservations for February 11, and that reservation link is still open. And that link will also close when it reaches the guest limit. So those are the two links that we have open for the month of February. I'm not sure yet about March. I'm feeling a bit tired. I may take a break. I'll keep you guys posted on that.
Robin Murray, are you going to add a flavor pack from the ramen flavor pack?
Good question, Robin. No. So one of somebody's asking if we're adding in the flavor packs. No, I do not add the flavor packs. I do not like the flavors that are in the flavor packs for the ramen. So my primary flavors tonight are ginger, garlic, and of course scallions with some onions and our stir fry sauce, which is oyster sauce mixed with a little bit of water, a little bit of sugar, and some cornstarch. So no flavor pack. Okay, time to move this around. And this is what the cornstarch does. Once you're cooking and you add some cornstarch, especially when you're stir frying, when you're seasoning the meat, you want to use tender cuts of meat, like a chicken breast, a shrimp, a pork tenderloin, or beef tenderloin. Any cut of meat that is tender is perfect for a dish like this. But when you're seasoning the meat, you want to add some cornstarch directly on it. What it does, it adds a nice velvety texture to the meat.
What meat are you doing the pot?
The meat that is in the pot is pork tenderloin. Some people call it pork fillet. Same thing. Pork tenderloin. Very tender. It's almost like a chicken breast.
Approximately how long will you stir fry the pork for?
A what?
Approximately how long you stir fry the pork for?
This pork, I would do it if I was using like flames. It would have been done already, no more than 2 minutes because it's very tender, and if you cook it too long, it's gonna get tough. But because we're using a induction cooker, I find that, you know, not everything is good for induction cooker. It's kind of slow.
Jerry and William said, Chef, you must be tired. I don't know how you do street food Saturdays yesterday and then come on and do live. You're truly blessed.
Well, I have to make dinner, so I just take the opportunity to go live. So our pork is partially cooked, and this is what we're doing. Once it is partially cooked, we remove it and put it into another plate. So when you're cooking, based on the result that you want at the end, you have to follow certain procedure. So we remove the meat, we're gonna put our pot back on and let it come back up to temperature, and then we're going to add our aromatic vegetables so that they can release their flavor into our pot. We're also going to be adding just a little bit more oil.
Normal Alai says, do I have to book a reservation for street food Saturdays?
Yes, we're by reservations only. So this is our partially cooked pork. We cooked this one for about 3 minutes, I'll say. And then we remove it. So this is what it looks like.
John says street food Saturdays is by far the best thing since sliced bread.
Thank you very much. We're adding in, this is 1 red onion. I'm just going to add half of it into the party. We're also adding in half of a bell pepper that we diced up.
Alcina says, I don't eat pork.
That's okay. As I said earlier, if you don't eat pork, guys, the procedure for making a stir fry is the same with any protein. Use the protein that you like, and if you're not into eating animal protein, just omit it and add the vegetables that you like. So,
Jay says, I love the let's eat sign.
okay, thank you. The let's eat, oh, that one over there. So we just added in some ginger. You know, ginger and pork goes well together, but ginger and garlic is one of those combinations that is so underestimated. But it is a powerhouse. So try it, guys. Just some ginger and garlic when you're cooking, and it takes your meal from regular to superb.
Karen Morgan, why is it red onion when it's purple?
Good question, Karen. Red when it's purple, just like kind of like the red cabbage, right? Okay, so we're cooking these to release their flavor.
Smith says, how regularly do you go live?
It depends on my schedule. So I try to go live on a Sunday because I'm making dinner for my family, and so I do it only on a Sunday. These days I find that, you know, I don't get to do it every Sunday. But yeah, Sundays at 6 or Sunday at 7 like today, Jamaica time. Okay, so now we are going to be adding our vegetables, and we're going to mix everything together until the vegetable starts to wilt.
Alcina says, every Sunday you go live?
Most Sundays, I try to go live. Once I'm not having a dining experience, we try and go live.
Robin Moore, how is Jacoby?
Jacoby is fine, Ramen. He is absolutely fine. Okay, so let's clean up. Have to clean up as we go along. While I try to clean up, let me try and find some plates to serve the dinner in. Okay, so you see what's going on? The vegetable is shrinking nicely. So now we want to add our stir fry sauce right in the middle so that it can come up to temperature. I didn't taste the sauce. I need to taste it. It's so good. That oyster sauce with a little bit of sugar. And because we love everything spicy in this house, I added just a little bit of cayenne pepper. Just the tubes of cayenne pepper.
Eight candles. As will you ever have the option to buy a batch?
I don't know. How does that even work? Okay, so now we are going to put the ramen in the party. And we're going to add some scallions. I like to add scallions last. We're going to add back the pork. See that? This dinner is coming together. At this time, we add a little bit of dark soy sauce. That's going to give us a nice little rosy color. We add the rest of our stir fry sauce. And then I take 2 spoons and we mix everything together just like so. And this is the dinner my children wanted tonight. The ramen, I think it's the ramen part. They really like the ramen. It's a little bit dry because the starch from the ramen sucks the moisture. So when that happens, all I do is just add a little bit of liquid.
Robin Moore, where can I find the recipes?
In my head, Ramen, which you are not. But I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Next in Food. I have, can I get the cover for this? I have over 100 recipes on my YouTube channel. And so you could go over there and...
Tamara says pork overboard.
Oh, pork overboard.
At the front of the pot.
At the front of the pot. So we just want to warm up the liquid. I guess this piece is mine tomorrow. So answering Ramen on Facebook. Where can you find my recipes? On my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel, for those who are watching on Instagram, the YouTube channel is called Next in Food. This is what it looks like. The link is in the bio if you are watching on Instagram. If you're watching on Facebook, this is what it looks like. NEXTINFOOD, Next in Food. Go over to YouTube and subscribe.
Karen Morgan, I'm definitely going to try this pork belly.
Karen, this is not pork belly. Pork belly on your mind, Karen. This is pork tenderloin. I wonder if my stove stopped working. It's just moving so slow. What's going on? Oh no, it's still working. So we're getting some steam. It broke. So this is our pork, pak choy, and ramen.
Robin Murray, you should write a cookbook. It's about time.
Lord Robin, you just called me out so. Yes, I should, right? One of these days. One of these days. One of these days. I need a publicist. That's what I need. Okay, so let us just let this hang out right here. And just basically what we're doing right now, we just want everything to warm through. to warm up the noodles and to reheat the pork and of course to melt all the flavors together. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more liquid because they really like it saucy. So let's add a little bit more liquid. And of course, I didn't save the pasta water, which would have saved me so much time. So we just put it in, let the water come to temperature, and then we're just gonna mix everything together.
Robin Murray, you have known me since I was 19.
Yes, Ramen. Oh, that is the Ramen. Oh, that is Ramen. Oh, so, I just touched my face by here. And I remember, so somebody commented and said that I should cover my hair when I'm cooking in my own kitchen. Have you ever heard such ludicrous? Which one of you would cook in your kitchen that is watching and cover your hair while you're cooking at your own kitchen? Who does that? That just don't make any sense. Another comment say I should not wear sleeveless in my own kitchen. Another comment said I touch my hair too much. I mean, if my hair blowing in my face, I'm going to remove it from my face. Alright, so for those who don't know me, this is Simone Mokabar cooking for her family in her kitchen. And so whatever food I make for them, they're going to love it. There's another side of me when I'm cooking in my professional kitchen, I dress the part. But in my own kitchen, I dress the way I feel.
Karen,
So
don't get it too much.
Don't get it twisted, guys. Just don't.
And William, since you're one customer ready to purchase that.
I know, and I have to deliver.
Jay says it's this recipe on YouTube.
This particular one, do we have this one?
They have a hoisin noodles.
We have a version of it. I think we use ground pork or something. But we do have a pork and pop Choi one up there. Very, very similar. So for me, guys, as a chef, I love to create stuff. And for those of the persons that know me, I never do the same thing twice, the exact same way. Does that make sense? And this is why at Street Food Saturdays, the menu changes every time because that's how my head works. You are never going to come and get the exact same experience in terms of the food. It's not going to be done the same exact way. When I do it again, it's going to be done in a different way. That's just how my head works.
Jerry and William says not me, chef foolishness.
Karen Morgan, I know it's not pork belly chef, but that's what I'm going to use.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Smith says I love you. AMK says sis, it's your kitchen and your food, ignore the ignorance of others.
I mean, I just thought it was so funny to me.
Jorian says chef tell them to get a life and mind their own business.
Robin Murray is called haters, comes with the territory.
So, pork and pop Choi is ready. So let's just put it off to the side. Isn't that pretty, guys? Look at that. Looky, 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 looky. So everybody mouth running water now, want them dinner. So let's move that to the side and plate up some dinner while we wait on our tart to be ready. Oh, we could just add some more scallion. A little extra scallion won't hurt. Alright, so we put that in. And just mix it in. Just like so. My son loved this dish. Now he wants to make this dish in his dorm room at school, but he said, Mommy, it don't come out the way you make it.
Jay says I'm trying so hard to taste that right now.
Oh, Jay, I wish I could share it with you.
Karen Morgan, but
So
my
for
fried
Jay.
bread will be the same. Why can't I buy extra?
When you come in again, Karen, let me know. So I will make a little extra fried bread just for you. And Sheila, you ready to eat?
Yes, ma'am.
Robin Murray, how many does that serve?
This serves the four of us, Robin. This is for four. So this one is for my husband. This is what it looks like. On YouTube, this is the finished product. Just leave it there for the YouTubers to see it. And this one is for my daughter. And this is so...
Dimple says going to church won't be able to watch.
Uh-oh. Okay. Here you go, Ash. So, take a look. Show this to the people. And then... See? The dinner almost done already. So, 2 more servings to go. 1 for me and 1 for Jacoby. And the dinner is finished. So, dinner for 4.
Looks yummy.
It does, right? Dinner for 4. Our dessert is ready. I hear the oven. Lettuce cake.
It says how many packs of ramen did you use?
4 packs.
Robin Murray, does it taste good as leftovers?
Look here. Ramen, it warms up very well. Okay, I'm a sucker for counting food. It comes with the territory. When you're cooking for people, you always have to have a count. So this is our lemon tart, guys. Isn't that pretty? And so Robin from Facebook asked a very important question earlier if it was a custard. It is, if we're going to get really technical as it relates to dessert. So yes, whenever you mix eggs with milk or cream, you are really making a custard, and this one is called a lemon tart. So in essence, it's really a lemon custard. So lemon juice, egg or eggs, condensed milk. Who is calling at this time? Who is calling? Condensed milk, eggs, lemon zest, lemon juice, a touch of salt, a little bit of melted butter. Oh God, you should try this. And you make the same thing here with lime juice, and they refer to it as key lime pie. It's the same thing. So you can also make this with orange juice, and then you refer to it as a orange tart. So, you know, once you understand the basic of making this dessert, you can change the name based on the ingredients that you use. The only downfall with this, it's no good hot. You want to eat it while it's cold. So tomorrow, we will have this tomorrow. I'll put some whipped cream on it and put a little video on our story, and definitely put it on our Instagram page over at Next in Food for you guys to see what it looks like. It's very hot and delicate right now, so it's not a good time to cut it, but you can tell that it's cooked. All of that egg protein hold everything together. It's nice and set. Walk away, leave it alone. This, guys, has been another dinner from around the world. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. I'll see you next week. I don't know what I'll be cooking. Whatever I make, it's going to be absolutely delicious. So, you
Karen
guys
Morgan,
take care.
thank you for sharing. I'm really learning.
Yes,
Keddy Rose
Karen.
says,
Thank you for watching.
how do I get my slice? Can it be delivered?
Kitty Roy, if you want a slice of this beautiful dessert, you're going to have to drive and come for it. It's
Robin
not going to
Murray,
be delivered.
no meringue topping.
No, because it's not a meringue pie. And to be honest, Robin, I do not like meringue. I
Jay-
don't.
Jay says, I am going to make a ramen right now. Look what you did.
Yes, so the basic ramen can be from basic to bougie. Okay, just put stuff in there. Put stuff in there and make it very bougie, very delicious. All right.
And
Karen Morgan, good night.
Good night, Karen.
Keddy Rose says, deal.
Deal Bell will save it. Robin, definitely whipped cream to our lemon tart thing. We prefer. Oh, so good.
Robin Murray, I
tender.
come for some food.
Yes, Robin. Definitely. Oh God, that pork tuna lamb is so tender. So good. So yeah, this is it. Has been Dinners for the World. I'm gonna go sleep now after I eat. Have some tea. And I'll see you guys another time. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I need to play it down.